It's a day many Knott Countyans impacted by July's flood were waiting for. The Hindman Post Office has officially reopened. And a sentence has finally been recommended for a woman involved in the 2015 murder of Trevor Dykes in Clay County.
Plus, rain looks to be through with us early tomorrow morning before big changes filter in behind the front. Latest on the way as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A soggy Wednesday continues across the area, and more rain is expected through tomorrow. Meteorologist Evan Hatter has the very latest on this first alert weather day. Evan.
Well, Steve, that's right. More rain continuing to scoot on into the region as we head through the rest of tonight and through the early hours of tomorrow as well. Here's the view from Moorhead right now along Interstate 64. The road is wet as more showers continue to work on into the 64 corridor, and those showers are not far away now. Temperatures 50s region-wide with the sole exceptions of Clintwood's at 45, Jacksboro's at 46. Pinpoint Doppler continues to see the heaviest rain push in from the southwest into the Cumberland Valley, so some heavier rain on the way for places like La Follette, into Pine Knot, Stearns, up toward Whitley City as well over the next little bit, even eventually over toward Williamsburg. We had a little bit of a break in the Kentucky River Valley, but that's starting to fill in with some light rain now, and you see plenty of that on the way as we head into the next several hours. The front, well, it's still back in the show me state, so it'll be a while before it'll show us the dry weather heading into tomorrow. Details, though, on when we finally bring some more, winter-like temperatures back to the region in a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Now to a developing story out of Bell County where there is an active search for a missing man. This is Woodrow Barton. He's also known as Woody. He was last seen leaving a Bradfordtown Road home on foot on Monday, wearing a black jacket and black cargo pants. The 70-year-old is described as being 5'7" and weighing about 150 pounds. He has gray hair, green eyes, and is missing his index and middle fingers on his left hand. Anyone who has seen him or knows where he is, you should call Bell County Dispatch at 606-337-6174. Well, many of us may take having a local post office for granted, but for one Eastern Kentucky community, they now have the convenience of this public service for the first time in more than 4 months. WYMT's Alyssa Williams has the story from Knott County.
For several Eastern Kentuckians who were impacted by the flood, material losses were the least of their worries.
What I hate about the flood, a lot of people lost their life. I lost a daughter-in-law myself, and it's something that we won't forget easily. It'll be in our minds and in our heart for a long time.
But Knott Countyans like Bortis Sloan can have a greater sense of normalcy now that one Hindman staple is open once again.
Seeing little things that, we're a small town, but sometimes you take for granted what you do have, and it's so nice to see that coming back. And the post office being back is kind of the heart and center of a lot of things, and it's wonderful.
4.5 months after the building was damaged by floodwater, the Hindman Post Office opened its doors on Wednesday.
Made us have to go to Hazard to work, put a burden on us and the people. The people didn't have access to their mail, so they had to go all the way to Hazard, and we'd have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and go to work. Community members say the post office can sometimes be much more than just a place to pick up your mail.
I can speak for myself and probably everyone else. It's awesome to have that back, and then also just to have the community back. A lot of times we just come in here and chat. It's nice to have this pillar of our community back.
Making its return to leave a stamp on Hindman.
Anyway, I'm glad to be back home.
In Knott County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says the reopening of the Hindman Post Office is a positive step forward in the comeback of the Hindman community. A missing West Virginia girl was found safe in Kentucky today. An Amber Alert had been issued for the 6-year-old girl early this morning. Troopers said the girl was found unharmed with her mother, Shanna Karff, early this afternoon on I-64 near Winchester. Kentucky State Police arrested Karff. Troopers report a court order was issued Tuesday saying Karff was not supposed to have custody of the girl. A murder suspect in Laurel County is still on the run. Last month, the grand jury indicted Danielle Kelly on murder and assault charges. Officers say Kelly killed Tiffany Smith in a DUI crash on US 25 last year. The sheriff's office says Kelly could be in the South Laurel area. There is a $1,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. More than 7 years ago, Trevor Dykes was shot and killed at his home in Clay County. Police said Thomas Miracle hired Roscoe Henson to kill Dykes, and Ashley Lawson took part in the plan because of a custody battle. Gilbert Henson was accused of hiding the murder weapon. Henson pleaded guilty to the murder for hire back in May of 2018. On Wednesday, a jury met and recommended a 20-year sentence for Ashley Lawson on the charge of conspiracy to commit murder. Lawson is scheduled to be sentenced January 9th. The death penalty is apparently off the table for a Whitley County man charged with killing his pregnant girlfriend. The Eastern District of Kentucky filed a motion to withdraw the death penalty against Daniel Nance. Investigators say he shot and killed 29-year-old Jerry Johnson in March of 2019. She was 7 months pregnant at the time. The baby was delivered but died. Prosecutors say Nance killed Johnson to keep her from talking to police about his efforts to sell meth. Kentucky House Bill 8 is scheduled to take effect at the start of 2023, which affects utility taxes and income taxes across the state. Here in the region, utility providers such as Big Sandy RECC have been instructed by the Kentucky Department of Revenue to make their customers aware of those changes. Changes include a 6% sales tax on utilities for secondary residences and a decrease in individual income tax rates from 5% to 4.5%. Big Sandy RECC General Manager and President Bruce Davis says he hopes the state's plan for tax reform goes smoothly.
We're hoping that our legislation is going to work out. We hope that that the income tax does this whole tax reform is going to work out in the benefit for all. We're hoping that. But then that tax is a big question and a big concern for our members.
You can find out more about House Bill 8 on Big Sandy RECC's website, and we'll have more about it tonight at 11. For the first time since one rescue squad was formed, a woman is now in a command position. In a Facebook post, officials with the London Laurel Rescue Squad announced Chanel Reams was recently promoted to lieutenant. Officials say she is the first woman to hold an officer title since the department was founded in 1969. Reams first joined the squad in 2019. And another first, the Louisville Police Department added its first female officer to the ranks. The department made that announcement today on its Facebook page. Patrolman Shelby Taylor graduated from Lawrence County High School in 2017 and from Eastern Kentucky University with a criminal justice degree in 2021. Officials say she is the first woman officer in the department's history. She will be attending the Department of Criminal Justice Training Program at EKU in 2023.
Well, more rain continues through early tomorrow before Old Man Winter sweeps into town with his cold weather. The latest on his journey straight ahead. Plus,
Christmas came a little early for some kids in the mountains. More on Primary Care's Christmas gift distribution. And several Eastern Kentucky troopers were on present patrol today during an event at the Pikeville Walmart.